How's it going, everyone? Matic here, and in this week's episode, we're going to embrace our inner Patrick Swayze and figure out how to throw a roundhouse kick.
Roundhouse.
Okay, so the round kick, essentially the most popular kick in martial arts. If your combat or fighting system has foot techniques or kick techniques, you're going to wind up doing some kind of round kick. So when it comes to the subject of kicks, I tend to be a very particular person when I see people do kicks. Most of the kicks that I see in MMA circles, guys who mainly practice MMA, not any other traditional type of fighting system or anything like that, but they mainly just learned it in an MMA gym. Say that up really fast. Is all of their kicks pretty much go up this way. Pretty much. They might be a little bit more sideways, but very, very few of them actually, that I've seen, actually come straight across, which is the basic version of a round kick, is coming up and coming straight across the body. I'm very much part of the way of thinking that you learn the basic overall version of a technique, and then you work the slight variations. So if I want to go up at an angle with my round kick, I make that choice. If I want to come down, I make that choice. Now, having said that, there is a good video out there by a channel called Sensei Seth, and it is a comparison of Taekwondo, Karate, and Muay Thai or MMA kicks. And it shows the difference between like pros and cons, just the different ways that they do a round kick. And I do realize that depending on the context of what you're doing, you will probably do something a different way. All right, so just like in our previous kicking video where we're doing a front kick, is we're going to use our chair, and we're going to use it just to help with balance issues so that we can concentrate on doing the basic form or pattern of our kick. So with a round kick, there's two main things that we want to concentrate on or to make sure that we're doing. The most important one is that we want to make sure that our legs make this T and our leg is completely sideways. That's the most important part for right now. So no matter if you're picking up the front leg, nice T, or if you're picking up your back leg, you want to come to a nice T. So from there, looking at whatever, having your look at a spot so you have better balance, use your chair for even better balance. And from there, I just want to pick my leg up, extend straight down my center, come back to my T, and then set it down. Or again, if you have strong enough hips, you can just come out, 1, 2, and 3. I suggest putting it down, that way you get used to coming up to this side position. Also taking of note that the easiest way to make sure you have a T is that your hips and shoulders must start or be completely sideways to hit this position. The reason you're not going to be able to get your T is if your body is slightly turned and you're trying to make this position. Even though I'm turned this much, my knee is now going this way. But if I turn my hips and shoulders, now I make a nice T. If you have students who are doing this and you see that their legs are coming up this way, most of the time, it's simply because they are not completely turning their body. That's the biggest thing, and there's a lot of physical, but also behavioral and psychological issues. They're not bad, it's just something we have to train to get rid of on why people kick like that. But so, just very nice and basic, make sure nice T and extend. Even practicing coming from the back leg, make sure nice T and extend. Now to go on to the second part that we really want to make sure that we're doing, and this is kind of where Wado karate is a little unique when it comes to kicking stuff. And in Wado, all of our kicks technically start the same. And that's from, we bring our knee up first for all of our kicks. For front kick, very obvious, but for round kick and side kick or just about anything else, our knee comes up. Get used to, especially your base leg, because that's where a lot of torquing happens. From here, rotating, boom, nice T, kick, come back to this position, and then down. So you can put your feet side by side. Just concentrate on knee up, make a T, extend your leg, and come back. And the reason that we do that, the reason that we bring our leg straight up, is it's more of a deceptive thing. We want to be nice and sneaky. So if I come here, in most styles, they're only mostly going to throw a front kick. In Wado, though, by twisting my hips and letting my leg move in a certain way, I can throw a front kick, I can throw a round kick, I can throw side kicks, or I can throw hook kicks, all from this position. And that's the main reason that we do it, is from here I can throw 4 or 5 different kicks from a knee position. Then once I start turning my hips or doing something else, then my options become more limited. But it's enough to not let your opponent be able to see what you're doing or be able to block or counter what you're doing. So that's the main reason we come up with our knee up. So again, knee up, nice T, extend, and then back. Okay, so that was on just working the basic form and pattern on how to do a round kick. Now we got something to hit this time. So again, same thing from previous kicking video, is the bag is just to give us enough pressure to make sure that we are correct when we do our technique. I'm not trying to knock it over or move it or anything like that. It's just something for me to hit. And if you have one of the bags that have like a big circle or multiple targets on it, it also helps with accuracy. On this side, I have the emblem for the bag, so that's technically where my target is. It's about the same as my body. So the same drill that we did in the front kick video, we're going to do the exact same thing. Okay, so now when we go to do this drill so we're going to do it in 3 different ways or 3 different levels: beginner, intermediate, and technically advanced. So all three levels are going to start the same from this sideways position. So again, all I want to make sure of, for all versions, I want to make sure I come to this T position. So I'm just going to lift my front leg, nice T, extend and down. Nice T, extend and down. Making sure my body stays completely sideways. From there, again, I'm going to step off to a 45. My feet are still going to stay small. All I'm going to do from here, staying with the first version, all I'm going to do is go from here, sideways, and then kick. Sideways, and then kick. However your back leg needs to move, doesn't really much matter. You can pre-turn it and go sideways, or same time. Doesn't really matter. Then from here, facing it straight on or nice and square, all I want to do, again, you can go 1 sideways, or as you bring it up, and boom, always coming to the sideways. Then we go to a backwards 45, sideways, and then kick. So that's version 1. Version 2, again, sideways, exactly the same. For forward 45, I want my leg to come straight up, so knee, sideways, kick, knee, and down. So 1, sideways, boom, and down. Knee up, T, and then down. Same thing from here, 1, 2, 3. And then forward, the back 45, 1, 2, 3, and then down. The version after that is stay on the second version until you can kind of smooth it out pretty good. So that it all just kind of goes from the floor, up, turn, back, up, turn, back, up, turn, back. Get to where you can do that pretty smoothly. Then you can go on to the third version, which again, completely sideways, just comes up. When you start doing the others, so the forward 45, I want to make sure I go 1, straight up, then as I turn, I'm going to extend my leg. So up, then as I turn, I'm going to extend. Then comes completely forward, up, as I turn. Up, as I turn. Okay, so the thing that you really want to be mindful of is when you start doing this third version, is you'll try to do the twist too quickly. So rather than going 1 to make sure you kind of grind it in, you'll try to do the twist too quickly, and this shoulder, this new lead shoulder, will not turn all the way. So you'll still be turning this way as your hips try to turn over, and that can create some eventual lower back and hip issues. Some people that I've known growing up and training with, they didn't turn completely over for a number of years, and now their hips are kind of jacked. So to prevent that is make sure that everything goes completely sideways when you go to do this kick, or when you do this third version. So again, first version, I'm just going to do here, first version, just go to your T. Second version, just kind of slowly break it down, knee up, T, and extend. Third version, knee up, then extend as you turn over and make your T. Then eventually, when you kind of smooth that out, your leg basically just goes from the floor, make it nice and smooth, and your leg goes out. This makes it incredibly fast because basically it's all one speed. There's no 1 and then 2. You can kick like that to kind of like mess someone's timing up on trying to block. I've done it a few times, which is also on why coming in this front knee position just long enough. What am I going to do? And then you throw a completely different kick. But 1, as you turn, extend, and then eventually you smooth it out and extend. Making sure to always turn your hips and shoulders to get this full sideways position. I'm Matt, and I'll see you guys next time.
Roundhouse.
We're going to do it 3 different ways, though. Damn it!
I messed up your show?
I did, technically. I looked over at you. Segway. Okay, so the way that we're going to do this is we're going to have 3 different ways to do basically ESP and then next. And also, so first we're going to do sides. We're all going to do this. So from here, all I'm going to concentrate on the first part is make sure my knee sides. I have that nice knee. So from here, completely sideways, hips, shoulders, up,